Hi, my name is Jeff Gumas, Senior Technical Advisor for the EdTech Center at World Education, and I'm excited to guide you through this recorded informational session for our upcoming EdTech Makerspace project, the third in a series of 6 as part of our Teaching Skills That Matter SkillBlox initiative. This project is being done in partnership between the American Institutes for Research and the EdTech Center at World Education, and is funded by the United States Department of Education's Institute for Educational Sciences. The TSTM project aims to operationalize the Teaching Skills That Matter protocol, a 21st century skills-based teaching approach for adult learners that centers on developing the 9 skills that matter across 5 critical topic areas using 3 distinct teaching approaches. A core approach we are taking to expand the TSTM model is through increasing the amount of high-quality open education resources available that are aligned to the Teaching Skills That Matter topic areas and skills. And that starts with educators such as you participating in these EdTech Makerspace projects. In our first EdTech Makerspace project, participants examined and gave feedback on a set of evaluation criteria that is now being used to evaluate free and open education resources that might be useful for TSTM instruction. These same participants also gave feedback on a set of topical frameworks in each of the TSTM topic areas, which were then used to align activities from high-quality resources to the specific concepts teachers and learners wish to develop in areas such as financial literacy, health literacy, workforce preparation, and civics education. In our second EdTech Makerspace project, which wrapped up in late September, participants shifted their focus from the 5 TSTM topics to the 9 TSTM skills. As part of this project, participants engaged in a set of EdTech design slams, both to adapt existing activities and create original activities as we explored what supports should be considered in the design of activities so they are truly reusable by others. This resulted in a set of creative new activity designs and ideas, along with an activity design guide that we will adjust and implement in future Makerspace projects. This leads us to our third project, in which participants will continue evaluating and aligning high-quality resources to the TSTM topic frameworks. The ultimate goal for all of these resources and activities is to organize them within a free application, SkillBlox, that instructors can use to find, organize, adapt, and share activities with learners as learning playlists and lessons. Now we'll go into a bit more detail about the upcoming EdTech Makerspace project, both what you will learn and how you can participate. Our next project will be managed by the same team from the EdTech Center at World Education, along with our research consultants. If you're familiar with our EdTech Makerspace service learning professional development model, there are 3 different project types, all of which focus on the generation and organization of high-quality OER. As noted a moment ago, this upcoming Makerspace will focus on evaluation and curation of resources. With our TSTM topic frameworks and resource evaluation guide now in place, participants in our third project of this series will have options to either evaluate resources for relevance and quality, to align activities to the TSTM topic area frameworks, or do a little bit of both. Those choosing to evaluate will use the evaluation guide to review a set of new resources that were recommended by participants in our first Makerspace. Those choosing to align activities will first examine the TSTM topic area frameworks, and then align resources that were previously evaluated by participants in that first EdTech Makerspace. Let's take a deeper dive into the 2 participation options. First, we'll look at what resource evaluation will entail. In our first Makerspace project, participants completed 68 evaluations of 25 free and open education resources. Participants choosing to evaluate will continue evaluating new resources that have been recommended by previous participants. This will be done using the evaluation guide to review resources for criteria such as credibility, relevance, and accessibility. Once reviewed, you'll use a form to document your evaluation. These evaluations will be reviewed to determine if we move forward with aligning the activities from these resources for inclusion within the SkillBlox library. For those electing to focus on activity alignment, you'll pick up where participants from the first Makerspace project left off. In that project, participants selected one of the TSTM topic areas and examined the framework. They then worked to align activities from resources such as ESL and leveled readers, interactive lessons, and informational sites such as consumer.gov. Through that effort, over 500 activities were aligned to the TSTM frameworks that ultimately will go into the SkillBlox platform. For this Makerspace project, participants focusing on alignment will select the TSTM topic area they wish to focus on and examine that framework. They will then dive into resources that were evaluated during the first Makerspace project to align the activities to the frameworks. These resources include videos from Crash Course in TV 411, financial simulations and tools from Bonsai, leveled readings from Common Lit, interactive lesson modules from Workplace Readiness Skills, and articles written by adult learners from the Change Agent. As with any EdTech Makerspace, the goal is learning by doing. For those who choose to participate in resource evaluation, you'll gain a deeper understanding of criteria you can use to examine learning resources for quality and for reusability. For those of you choosing to participate in activity alignment, you'll learn more about the range of topics that are important to adult learners, along with types of activities that can support learning within these topic areas. Regardless of whether you choose to participate in evaluation, alignment, or both, all participants will learn about great free and open education resources, as well as ideas for integrating them into instruction. In terms of our schedule, this EdTech Makerspace project only has 2 required synchronous sessions. Registration begins today. Session 1 will take place Friday, October 28th. During that session, you'll work in subject area groups to examine the subject area frameworks and free resources within each subject. You'll then break into groups based on your focus of either activity alignment or resource evaluation. From there, you'll work independently on whichever area of focus you've selected. At the midway point, we'll open up the opportunity for participants to either continue in their area of focus or to switch tracks from evaluation to alignment or vice versa. Our second synchronous session will begin Friday, December 2nd, where we'll reflect on the process and share standout resources and activities you discovered along the way. Finally, our showcase will be part of the EdTech Center's monthly EdTech Integration Strategy session the following Friday, December 9th. If you're ready to join the crowd and help expand the number of quality free resources available to adult education instructors and learners, register today. As this project is part of an IES research grant, you will be asked to complete and sign a research consent form upon registering. This is not required for your participation in the project. However, please note that participant data is anonymized and will be used to help us understand how to continuously improve the EdTech Makerspace project. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our next EdTech Makerspace. Please register today and share with colleagues you feel might be interested in joining the crowd. We look forward to seeing you on October 28th.